How's everybody doing today? This is Chuck from Mining with Uncle Chuck. I hope you're well. This is going to be a short video, but I'm sure you've all heard, as of February 26th, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bitmain released their new Kaspa miner, the KS5 and the KS5 Pro. These are both powerhouse miners, ridiculously efficient, and are going to kick the rest of the Kaspa miners to the curb, unfortunately for all of us. Hang in, and we're going to talk about it. Now let's talk about the specs on the new Antminer KS5. As I mentioned, there is two different variants, with the regular KS5 being 20 terahash, approximately 3,000 watts at the wall. And if you got up early enough, or, well, depending on where you live in the world, and played the crapshoot on Bitmains website, you could have got one of these for $29,980 USD, plus shipping and a big customs bill when it hits the border of your country. Now, I did manage to get one of these in my cart, and I didn't plan on following through because I have a couple of other Kaspa ASICs in transit already that I would have canceled if I knew about this. Now, the second model is the KS5 Pro, 21 terahash, 3,150 watts, potentially at the wall, and a price tag of $31,479. Now, what about the resellers? Well, a quick drop by here to Crypto Miner Bros. They've got them listed for $38,699. The difference here is that this is including shipping, everything to your door. Now, these miners are double the hash rate of the most powerful Kaspa ASIC at the moment. We have the IB-Link BMKS Max. This thing is 10.5 terahash, 3,400 watts at the wall approximately. And this thing just started shipping in the last week or so. I don't even know anybody that's got one yet. If you got one in transit or you've already received, make sure you comment down below. I'm really curious to see your thoughts. But this IB-Link is half the hash rate of the KS5 Pro, more power consumption at the actual wall. Even if we compare the KS5 to Bitmains KS3, now they only have a listing on the 8.2 terahash version. Here they do have a 9.4, which I have a couple of those. You can't even compare. Now let's take a look at one of Ice River's most popular full-size ASICs, the KS3M. Now we're looking at 6 terahash, 3,400 watts. I got a few of these. They've been rock solid, but you just can't compare them to the new Antminers. Now, this much I'll say, if you are a Kaspa miner, we're going to be affected very soon. Now, Bitmain has a way of kiboshing the industry for all of us miners. Let's roll it back to 2022 when Kadena was all the rage to mine.
These gold shell full-size ASICs were the most profitable and powerful Kadena miners back in 2022, and they weren't cheap. The KD Maxes, they were around 31 grand. KD6s around 32, 33 grand when they first came out. And then Bitmain decided to throw a wrench in everything, and they released the Antminer KA3. And everybody had to have these things. They were double the hash rate of the most powerful Kadena miners, which were these gold shell miners at the time. Next to, and I even have one of those, the BMK3. Now, this thing was at the top of the heap for literally a heartbeat. And within 3 months of Bitmain releasing the KA3, the Antminer KA3, I had to power down all of these gold shell ASICs and the couple of IB-Links that I have, like many other miners around the world. Now, what's the takeaway from that story, and will history repeat itself? Nobody truly knows. But this is kind of just an opinion and a final take. But Bitmain is only releasing 600 of the KS5s in that first production. And even if they hit the network, well, obviously the network hash rate is going to climb, but there's other contributing factors. Obviously the price of Kaspa, the emission schedule, and all these things. So it is going to be, to me, how quick they turn around and push out the second production and third production. And typically, obviously with a price tag of 32 grand, it's going to be that reduction in price by the shipment number 3 when they can make them more affordable for all of us to buy them. That is when things will go crazy, and we'll have to start powering down our KS0s, our KS1s, 2s, and so on. That's it for today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We will see you soon. Peace out.